Okay, this is an article, letter to the editor. Yes, we need a DA with integrity. And this is October 9th, 2020. And this is from her sister. Who's this? Ark Valley Voice. If I said it, that I was a police officer for several years and I learned my values, including honesty, from my father, who was a farmer and a Marine. Would this influence your opinion of me in a positive way? This is how the Republican nominee DA Linda Stanley describes herself repeatedly. The problem is that this includes two untrue statements, one a partial lie and one whatever that word is. Miss Stanley and I are siblings. I know the facts. One was outright lie, is that our father was a farmer. He was not. He was an accountant who later worked in IT. He never owned a farm, nor made his living as a farmer. It is true that he was a Marine. He served for 2 years stateside in peacetime. She implies consistently that his service played a role in his life and personality. It did not, in his life or hers. He hated his service and did not consider it any part of his identity. Linda Stanley was a police officer. It was only for about 3 years, not several. This is a misleading, partial untruth. Her experience on duty was very limited to one small agency, and later she failed her field training at another. Oh, snap! Although she mentions being an officer twice on her website, she fails to include details to her resume since it misrepresents her actual experience. It is clear that the other outright falsehood that she is honest. Honesty does not include lies and partial truths. Okay? Having a DA with integrity is vital. Stanley has been sanctioned by the Colorado Bar Association in 2019, which I just showed. I believe she lacks the relevant experience leading to the DA's office. While she does listen, also lacks the relevant experience necessary. Oh, I already read that. I'm sorry. Years in legal field on her site. Every job description appears to be copy-paste from a job ad. What? There's nothing about any innovations, cases of merit, position of actual issues, leadership, recommendations from anyone who's worked with her, not a single one. I spent 21 years in police forensic. I spent countless hours working with officers in the DA's office. Political party was elected DA has little bearing on the ability to do the job effectively. Honestly, integrity, however, absolutely do. Our law enforcement, court, and citizens deserve better. Many of you are voting a straight ticket this year. I implore you not to make this choice when it comes to DA. Prosecution should never be political, and one of Stanley's taglines. In one instance, we agree. Show her the door. The citizens of 11th Judicial District deserve better. And this is from her sister. Her sister. Okay, and I'm going to put this link to this video of her talking out her ass. But let's listen for a second.
Hello and greetings to residents of Fremont, Chaffee, Custer, and Park County. My name is Linda Stanley, and I'm running for District Attorney in Colorado's 11th Judicial District. I'd like to take this opportunity to provide you with a little bit of background information as well as why I am the best choice for District Attorney for this district. I was raised in Iowa by my dad, who was a farmer and a United States Marine. My dad taught me how to hunt, fish, and to always do the right thing.
Yeah.
Growing up in the Midwest by a Marine father, I also was instilled with the lifelong values of character, integrity, loyalty, trust, and love for my country. Utilizing my skill set as well as my education, I want to share with you the three main goals.
You ain't got no skills. The only skill you have is your fraud. Okay? Okay. And I'll put the link into this. This is West Mountain Tribune that show some other things in Custer County in the past week. A man was charged with repeated essay of a minor, was dismissed because she failed to provide evidence. Let's see. Man admits to executing his father. That was dismissed. Wow. What else did she do? Isn't that crazy, people? That's ever since Barry. Okay, and I'm going to share this. This is the Assistant DA to Wendy Stanley, and she's being charged for harassment. Let's listen to this for a second.
Get off your fucking phone.
What's your problem?
Get off. Get off.
What? Don't touch me.
Get off.
Don't touch me.
Get off your fucking phone.
Don't touch me.
In this November video, Fremont County prosecutor Wendy Owens claims the driver, Dan Francis, almost hit her because he was on his phone.
Get off your phone and pay attention to the people
I wasn't
walking.
on the phone.
Yeah. What is that in
That
your
one,
hand?
I just turned it on. It's called recording. You're
You were holding it in your hand. You were on your phone.
No, I wasn't on my
you
phone.
You were on your phone.
Get out of my face.
Francis didn't know who the woman was until the next day, and that's when he decided.
Can you believe that? So I'll put the link into that. Unbelievable. And if anybody's interested, on April 11th of this year at 3:15, Wendy Owens has her plea hearing. So yeah, let's all watch it together. Okay, and so what I've been seeing that she's being investigated once again. It doesn't show it here, but it does talk about May 16th of 2019. There was one on her investigation. Okay. But I'm not going to read everything because I think I already did a video on this. And I'm sure many people as of right now know because a lot of people are doing research on her again. Okay, so this interview was a year ago. Look at all those views. Okay. She says here, I wanted to personally say thank you to all of you that watched the live stream today and commented. Your comments are extremely important to me, and I read every single one of them. You all bring tears to my eyes at times. That's a rare event, for sure. Please understand I am forbidden under the rules of professional conduct to discuss any open and impacted cases. But you did, Linda, but you did. To me, they are active and open until there is a conviction. So I can't speak about the case until the jury has a verdict. Just know that I hear you, I get it, I'm on it. LE officials you have in this district are top notch. They haven't missed anything. We're doing all we can every single minute of every day. The biggest mistake anyone can make will be to underestimate you. Yeah, we got that right. There's 156 comments. And what DA goes on these, okay, which I made videos of this, along with many others. Okay, here's one of 3 times that she was on Profiling Evil. Now listen to this.
He arrested him the next day.
That is amazing. Well, Linda, as I've kind of cyber snooped your background, and over the last couple of months as we've visited on the phone,
I know you're right there on the border of stalking, Mike. I got to tell you that.
it's a gift and a curse. You can't ever take the investigator out of the cop, right?
No.
Well, you didn't investigate too well, did you, Mike King? If you did, like all of us other have, and we did that years ago, like 2 years ago, I did, and we exposed a bunch of stuff. So, yeah, let's see.
No.
But one thing that I really liked was, are you comfortable sharing your tattoo on your left wrist?
Oh God, who cares?
Yeah. So,
Who cares?
Yeah, there it is.
Okay, here's another one about her being a cop in Denver. Let's listen.
Experience, but the fact that you'd served as a police officer in Denver, was to me like one of the biggest bonus points in a district attorney that I've seen in a long time. How has that experience as a police officer helped you in your role as a district attorney?
So I wasn't a police officer in Denver. It was in the Denver metro area, but actually the way that I think it serves me best is because I'm able to, when I read a report, and I'm able to tell officers, you need this or that.
Okay, whatever, lady. Okay, and this is the one she was on, profiling evil a year ago. And 22K seen this video of her talking about Morphew prelim. Okay, okay. He's all giddy because she's there, but I got to show you something funny.
A grand jury in this district. I found that out after I was elected, actually. We did want to do a grand jury for this case. However, because of COVID protocols, we weren't able to. So we had to try to get enough evidence for an arrest affidavit, enough probable cause to get that a judge would sign off on, and we did. So that's why we didn't do the grand jury. But I agree that I think it would have been a good grand jury case.
Yeah, that would. And why would a grand jury be more streamlined than the process that you just went through, a preliminary hearing?
Well, I like a grand jury because a grand jury is just common folk, basically, kind of like a jury itself. So, and they'll indict a ham sandwich, as everybody says. But I think it's important for that reason. You have common people that are there to make a decision.
This is what's funny. Look at AK came in and says, what % of the time since you've had the case would you estimate your team has spent actively searching for Suzanne? Ain't that funny? AK, get her, AK. Okay, let's listen to this clip.
At least 3 major murders that you've brought to the trial process. And I just want to say how impressive it is to watch you and your team of prosecutors and investigators as you jump in. There are, as you might undoubtedly expect, so many questions about the Morphew case and about the judicial process that I wanted to just get on with you, Linda, for a few minutes and talk about some of those things and get your perspective. And maybe just start right out of the gates about something that's really bothering people. I did a video last week on whether some of these things that are happening are coincidence or whether they're circumstantial, trying to somehow get across the point of how tough and yet how powerful circumstantial cases are. What's the difference between direct evidence and circumstantial evidence?
Okay,
Well, most
enough
cases
of that. Look at my King's all giddy. I got Linda Stanley. And I said, right after this, big mistake, big mistake, big mistake. Okay, I wanted to bring this up also. Do you guys remember she was arguing with people in the comment section? Remember? Well, Mike King deleted all her comments, or maybe she did. I'm not 100%. She did leave one. However, I made a video, okay? After this happened, I made a video and I have all her comments that she put in this. Yeah. I think I put it on private and I'm going to unprivate today. Okay, and I'll bring this up. There's 388 comments to her and even Crime Talk. Loved hearing from Linda Stanley. Great explanation of double jeopardy in the case. So anyways, I can't find the one comment, so I think that one's gone too. Okay, here's a video I did, the video I'm talking about. So I was looking here. This girl says, is this a joke to all of you? Why is the DEA on profiling evil discussed in an open case? Is that how you do things in Colorado? Okay, there's 27 comments and people are saying that, you know, it's no big deal. So yeah, I went through all the comments that she left. And then I also did a video, it's the motion for contempt violation for her. So I'll put the link in if you want to watch that.